Task-based simulations are one of the most challenging areas CPA exam candidates face when preparing for the CPA exam. A lot of people perform weaker on task-based simulations in comparison with multiple choice questions and struggle with improving their performance on task-based simulations. And in order to do well on task-based simulations, you must understand the different types of task-based simulations that you will face on the CPA exam. There are actually 5 different types of task-based simulations that will appear on your CPA exam, which I will explain in this video. Hey future CPAs, this is Ala Awadaya. I'm a licensed CPA in the state of Colorado and I help students pass the CPA exam and become CPAs. If this is your first time here and you're interested in becoming CPAs, start by subscribing to our channel and clicking the bell in order not to miss any of my videos. Task-based simulations are designed to test your knowledge at higher level thinking skills. Because task-based simulations form 50% of the CPA exam score in financial accounting and reporting, auditing, and regulation sections of the CPA exam, and 35% of the business environment and concepts section of the exam score, performing well on these questions is a must in order for you to pass the CPA exam. There are pre-test questions which do not count in the exam score. These questions cover from 15 to 20% of the exam questions. So you will receive around 2 task-based simulations that will not count. You don't know which of these questions are the ones that will not count. That's why you must treat all questions as if they are all counting in your score. So don't try to guess the pre-test questions and take care of all of the questions. So what are task-based simulations? Task-based simulations are case studies that allow you to present your knowledge and skills by generating responses to questions rather than simply selecting the correct answer. In other words, task-based simulations are condensed case studies to evaluate your knowledge in specific areas you may face in your real life as CPAs. Your response to these questions may be in the form of entering amounts into spreadsheets, filling accounting or tax forms, selecting the correct answer from a list, or completing and modifying a draft document. You will get a total of 8 task-based simulations in each of the audit, FAR, and RIG sections of the CPA exam, out of which 2 questions will appear in testlet number 3 and 3 questions will appear in each of testlet number 4 and 5. That will include also 1 or 2 research task questions. For the business environment and concepts section of the CPA exam, you will get 4 task-based simulations, out of which 2 will appear on testlet number 3 and 2 will appear on testlet number 4. You will also get 3 written communications on testlet number 5 of the BEC exam, which is the only section that has written communications. To learn my best tips and tricks to master the written communication section of the CPA exam, make sure to watch this video which I explained how to master written communications on the CPA exam. You will not have to complete a research task in the business section of the CPA exam. To learn more details about the 4 parts of the CPA exam and how it's structured, make sure to watch these 2 videos which I explained about the 4 parts of the exam and the CPA exam structure. As a CPA exam candidate, you must know the different types of task-based simulations. Comment below and tell me if you find task-based simulations to be challenging. And to learn how to apply for the CPA exam, get your free CPA exam cheat sheet from the description below. It is totally free and will give you the step-by-step process to apply to the CPA exam. So what are the types of the task-based simulations you will face in the CPA exam? The CPA exam includes 5 types of task-based simulations, which are the choice list simulations, the number entry simulations, the journal entry simulations, the document review simulations, and the research tasks. Let me briefly explain what each type is. The first type is the choice list simulations, which gives you a list of possible answers for each cell and usually cover different question types. For example, some simulations will ask you to select a statement, an account type, an amount, or even all the three. Choice list simulations appear on all 4 parts of the CPA exam. The second type is the number entry simulation, which will ask you to enter amounts as numbers into specific cells after performing some calculations. Your answer will automatically be formatted after you enter it. These types of simulations can be combined with choice list simulations to create a more complicated simulation that may require you to do journal entries as well. Number entry simulations appear also on all 4 parts of the CPA exam. The third type of simulations that you will encounter is the journal entry simulation, which will give you journal entry account options and numbers. So they combine choice lists with number entries. In these simulations, you will be provided with a scenario and asked to make 1 or more journal entries. You will select the account type in the option list column and enter the amount in the amount columns. These simulations appear in the FAR and audit sections only. The fourth type of simulation you will see is the document review simulation, which will require you to analyze certain phrases or words in a document to determine whether to keep the current information, replace the current information with different information, or delete the information. You must review various exhibits such as emails, financial statements, memos, invoices presented with the original document in order to find the information necessary for each answer. These types of simulations appear on all the 4 sections of the CPA exam. And the fifth and final type of simulations is the research simulations, which will require you to research within the online authoritative literature to find the best supporting guidance for a given scenario. These questions want to test your ability to have research skills and look up certain information in the accounting standards and regulations, which is an important skill you need throughout your career as a CPA. I will be doing separate videos on each of these 5 types and how to master each type, specifically for each type. So, stay tuned and make sure to subscribe to this channel to get these videos once I upload them on YouTube. So these are the 5 different types of task-based simulations you will see on the CPA exam. Comment below and tell me which of those 5 types you think is the most easiest and which one you think is the most hardest. Remember, go after what you want, pass the CPA exam because you can become CPAs and save the world.